Welcome to the show, man. Back once again, man. The Tyriel show. Check this out. So, like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell. All right. So, all right. This one we're gonna talk about the trip to Majorca, man. My how I went to this trip and what do I think about it. So, this trip was actually not planned by me for the first time. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, usually I plan the trips with me and my boys, and this trip unfortunately was not planned by me. It was actually planned by one of my good friends, and at the time we wasn't even in this country. We was in another country. We was in Hungary, Varpaloda, a place called Varpaloda. But anyway, I was in my tent. Actually, we was on a field exercise, to be honest with y'all. So I was in my tent, and then they were like, "Bruh, they're gonna be a 4 day this weekend. When we get back, you trying to go to this trip?" I'm like, "Where?" They like, "Well, we trying to go to one of these party islands." I'm like, "Well, which one?" They like, "Well, everybody be going to Ibiza, but let's just go to Majorca." I'm like, "Shit, fuck it." I had like 4 grand anyway, so I'm like, "Shit, we might as well go." So we end up going, and then I hate that sound. We end up going, but anyways, we hit this trip and we leave on like Friday morning, like real early. We go to a place called Frankfurt Airport and we fly Ryanair for like $80, I think, maybe $100, but it wasn't over $100. I know that. So we buy us a there and back ticket. So we get there. So we get on the plane. I think around noon, and we don't land until about 2 p.m. Right? But as soon as we land, um, we go get the rental car. Bam, we get the rental car. Then we go to the Airbnb so we can get our key to the house, and then do whatever do whatever we got to do for that day. So we land, we get the car, we get the Airbnb, and then I think we went and got groceries. Like in the village that we was in, they had a little corner store that had a bunch of like produce, bunch of like groceries and stuff like that, so on and so forth. Um, we get that stuff, and then we go back to the crib. We go hit the pool. We swim in the pool at the crib. Nice crib too, man. I wish I would have caught like better pictures of it. I got them somewhere. I think they might be on my Instagram. But um, yeah, it was a nice crib. So we go out to the nightlife, and we out driving back and forth, and we just drive. We trying to figure out where the nightclub's at, and then all of a sudden we see we see this club with like red carpet. So I'm like, oh shit, y'all want to hit that? But then I was just like, if we hit that club, we might have to suit up. Nah, I ain't have, and I was like, I ain't trying to wear no suit, cause bro, at the time this was like 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 4th of July. I'm pretty sure, and I was like, like I ain't. It's hot, bro. I ain't wearing no suit. But we ended up, they was like, just show up, bro. We just gonna shower, come on in. If this club won't take us, we'll just go somewhere else. So this was in the middle of the city. This wasn't on the beach, because they had like bars and stuff on the strip of the beach too. But we ain't even hit there yet. But anyways, we go to we end up going to that club, and they didn't have a dress code, surprisingly. So we go up in there, man, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. They had a little music playing, but then they was doing like it looked like it was a costume, like runway type of club party. Man, they was wearing some crazy stuff. I ain't never seen no kind of fashion like that in my life, bro. It was. I had the video too on my snap, and I deleted it though. But it was crazy, man. If y'all had seen that up close and personal, man, it would have gave y'all a culture shock. But I enjoyed that night. But the night that same day during the daytime, I had planned a trip to um, go to the water park the next day early in the morning. So I was telling them like, bro, we can stay out, but not that late, because we gotta get up and go to this water park. We gotta be there by 9, because I was trying to leave there by evening time, so we won't miss our dinner reservations for the next day. Cause I had made reservations at a steakhouse, I think. But anyways, we go to the club, and then all right, we about to go home. They like, nah, let's go to another club. I'm like, bro, like y'all tripping, bro. Like we gotta get up early and go to this water park. So, anyways, long story short, they end up talking me into going to another club, and I'm like, bro, I don't even want to go, but I went. But I was mad. I remember I was mad because I was like, man, I ain't spending no money. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't drinking, whatever. But I went. So I'm like, cool, let's go. So I'm like, damn, like I ain't got no pocket money on me because I had spent like at least 100, almost 60 euro at the bar because I had bought drinks for everybody. So I'm like, I gotta hit the ATM because I know I wasn't swiping my card because everybody's like, bro, don't swipe your card. But at the time, I was like, you know what? I got my app downloaded, so if I swipe it and they try to get over, I know because I'm gonna check it as soon as I swipe it. So we get to this bar, this other club, and you know, we chilling, we vibing, and you know, this chick started talking to me, whatever, and she was like, buy me a bottle. I'm like, what? Like, I ain't want to buy it, so I was like, nah, I ain't buying that bottle. Then night goes on, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll buy the bottle. So this bottle was like 50 euro. And at the time, bro, I told you I had like 4 racks. I had saved up. So I ain't care. I'm like, man, I'll buy it, whatever. So I bought it. And as soon as I swiped it, they took 500 from me. And I was like, what? Oh, nah. And that's why I was like, oh, y'all got to take that off. They said, nah, bro, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't going to take it off. I'm like, what? So I was like, no, call your boss. You got to take it off. He like, oh, no problem, man. You know, we can sell it right now. Boom. So, you know, we settled it. And I was still mad because I was like, man, I need my money right now. And so we get back. We go back. You know, we eat. Went to a little spot. I forgot what it was. We eat. We leave. And then, boom, we get up early in the morning. I ain't gonna call nobody names on my channel, but this person, these people, my boys was cooking breakfast, and one of them was like drinking vodka, bro. He was drinking vodka. He was heavy on the vodka. He was drinking it. He was drinking Absolute as he was making breakfast, and I ain't realize it until somebody's like, bro. But he drunk the whole down to the whole bottle, dog. Like, bro, keep in mind, bro, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. He was already gone by the time we get in the car, and he tripping because he think he left his phone back at the Airbnb, but he didn't leave it there. He was just gone. Yeah, he forgot. I think he lost it in the car. But anyway, we get down to the highway. I want to tell y'all another story, but I can't tell that story. I promise not to tell that story right there. But anyways, we go down the highway and we get to the water park, and so we go on the inside. We having having the time of our lives or whatever. And buddy done. He can't even like we had to go get him, and then he was so done. Like when we left, we was trying to leave about 1, 2, and he got lost, bro. We couldn't find him, but he's like, oh, like dog, I was already kind of like mad. 'Cause I'm like, bro, we got reservations in like 3-4 hours, and if we can't find this man, and then on top of it, the park was full. So I'm like, bro, I'm always trying to leave early because I ain't trying to run into traffic. And I'm saying, bro, he got lost. But luckily, we found this man in the first 10, 15 minutes. I was like, oh, thank God. So we put Buddy in the car, and we jet. We go back to the room. So I don't know if we I don't know if we I know we go back and shower or whatever, but I think we just chill out. We'll chill out for a while. And see, this is where it kind of get a little like foggy for me because that day I can't remember what all we did that day. I think later on we went out again. We went out again, I think, and but this time on the beach, and it was like bars and stuff out there. Now that night was kind of cool because it was like the beach at night, and everybody was on the strip, and we were just bar hopping like that whole night. I can't remember that night at all. I don't know why, but anyway, we come back. We come back, and then we wake up in the morning, and then we go eat, and then we go to the beach or the caves first. I can't remember. We went to the caves that they had, like 'cause they was like famous for like this little cave museum walk through whatever. Boom, and we went to the beach, and I remember on the way to the beach, we were kind of lost. I think we didn't really know how to get to it until we just started driving, and then we saw a bunch of cars on the side of the road, and people walking with like beach towels and just all this, bro. So what they had did was we started walking. We hit this little road, little dirt road, whatever it was. We were just following everybody. And then it just started going, and then they had this little, well, somebody had made like, it looked like they kind of like there was this brick wall that kind of like, I guess the brick wall had been torn down, but they put like, well, part of it, this like a kind of a hole where you can kind of like, hide a door. They put like some kind of little door boarded up where you can move the door, and then everybody can just walk through the wall, and then it was going straight to the wood line. So we going inside this tree line, and I can smell the water though. I don't see it yet, but I can smell it. I'm like, oh shit, it's kind of nice. So it's probably like not even half a mile. So we just walking, and then all of a sudden I just see the most beautifulest water I ever seen in my life. Growing up, I'm telling you, man, growing up in the States and growing up in the country, like, I'm so used to fucking man-made beaches. I'm used to getting in water and with my trunks. And when brand new trunks, I go in and I swim, I get out, them shit's brown. I'd never seen blue water in my life. This shit was, I can almost see myself through it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'd never seen nothing in my life. Like, it blew my mind. And to my left, well, first of all, I'm gonna start about to my right. To my right, there was this dude who had like, I don't know if it was a tent or whatever, but he looked like he had had him a little pina colada stand or whatever he had. Like, he had a stand where they can make drinks at, and I know he was making a lot of money at this spot too. And then they on the up on the left side, there was this huge like rock, or people were like jumping off, doing cliff dive. They was jumping off. So, my boys had the brightest idea of going up there and like, let's go up there. I'm like, what? You going up there? So I don't know. We went up there, and there was this dude. He had his daughter and his son. They had to be like, not even like 6, 8, 10 years old, I think. And man, they was jumping off that shit like, just jumping. I was like, and me and my boy, we gonna do it, but like it took us a while, man. We was just up there like looking down, like, oh man, this is crazy. But we did it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. And so we get up there, and I don't go first. One of my boys go first. Boom, hit the water. Then they go. I was like the last person to go. First time I went, I didn't know how to drop down. I slapped my arm. That shit hurt, man. And then the current. I remember the current being super strong. Like bro, it was, if you couldn't swim, bro, that current would kill you. And so I went, I got up, and I did it again. I had to do it twice. Because the reason I did it twice is Because the first time he didn't catch me on video. I'm like, I gotta get on video. So the second time I did it, and I jumped down straight this time. But I remember jumping down, I could just hear the wind. It was crazy, man, but it was fun, and I would do it again if I had a chance. Now that was the beach story, and man, we did it a couple times, and then we left. Then we went to the caves, I think. Went to the cave, did a little museum cave thing, which was nice. And then we left, and then I don't know what we did after that. I can't remember. Probably ate, I think. Trying not to miss nothing. I hope I ain't missing nothing, man. The last day on our way back, before we hit the airport, which was at like 6 p.m., we had we had like a couple hours before we got on the plane. So we went to a 2.5 hour long, so they say, zip line course. And this zip line course was long, but it was. I look back on it now, like they had little break points where people can, smoke cigarettes or go have a drink, this and that and that. And I think that's why they said it was 2.5 hours long. But man, we was just just killing it, bro. We didn't care about nothing. I mean, we was just going through it and having fun, man. I had never been ziplining. It was my first time, and man, it was amazing. It was a great trip, man. Dang, real good trip. And I think that being exposed to just going different places and having fun with, different people, man, it showed me a lot. It changed my life, man. I wish I can go back. I literally would go back. I don't have no, I don't have no, nothing that's stopping me from doing it either. So, yeah, man, this was a great trip, man. But shout out to y'all for listening to this, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Boom, I'm out of here. Peace.